Coach, given what's gone on the last few days with all the trades and everything going on, how do you what is your reaction to what has gone on here, and what's the mood like amongst the guys in the locker room who are still here trying to battle and trying to finish out the season strong here?
Yeah, well, it was obviously a very emotional week and a very emotional day. This is what it is. Right now, the heart was kind of removed a little bit from the team, and we were obviously a little, sloppy and not very good tonight. I think the emotions of all the guys and everything that happened, and certainly played into it a little bit. But saying that, we need to get an identity for this group. This group needs an identity. The past is the past. The trades are done. It's okay. Fine. We want to mope around tonight like it's a friggin' funeral or something, but it's not. It's a great opportunity to play in the OHL, and we can be a lot better. We can be a lot better with puck decisions. We can battle harder in the D zone, and we need to be the hardest working team every night, and that needs to be our identity. And there'll be growing pains for sure, but if we're battling hard defensively and working as hard as we can, then I'll be happy most nights.
Do you expect guys like Castleman and Lodnia and those types of guys who are still here, who are still top point getters for the team, do you expect those guys to kind of elevate and become leaders on this team with all the other guys that are not here anymore?
Yeah, they are natural leaders, with Elijah and some of the older guys as well, and that's what I love about these guys. They're character guys. They're huge hearts, and they're in the right place, and we're going to get this thing sorted out. There's not a doubt in my mind. But at the same time, our older guys can't feel like they have to try to dangle everybody. They have to do everything every shift, or it's not going to work like that. They have to be on the same page as everybody else, and once we can get everybody on the same page, and like I said, get our identity, straight lines, pesky, hardworking team, then we'll be able to start to see some success.
What do you think of McLean and Ned tonight? I mean, obviously, I don't think he got a lot of help, but how do you think that he looked in his debut for the Dogs here tonight?
Yeah, a couple, obviously, grade A chances, not enough battle, not enough, we're standing beside him, but it's not good enough. You got to get his stick up, you got to move him, you got to do these little things, you got to help this guy out. Hasn't played in a while, new team, it's a tough situation for him, tough start. We're certainly not going to, judge him on this one. We have three very capable goalies here now. Sprags, Rosie, and Andrew are going to have to work as a group, and we're going to have to make sure that we're, as a team, really helping these guys out.
What do you think Akil's legacy will be as an ice dog, and even Kean Sopa and Phil Tomasino to another extent? What do you think those guys will be most remembered for their time here and their success here in Niagara?
I think Sopa's a gritty, hard-nosed goal scorer. Great guy, block his shots. Wears his heart on his sleeve. Tomasino is an electric game breaker. There's no doubt about that. Speed, skill. He's a highlight reel. Can change the game every time he's on the ice, and Akil's just probably the greatest ice dog of all time, to be totally honest. So great guys, huge parts of this team. It's obviously going to be an adjustment period, and unfortunately I don't think we'll snap the fingers and be rocking tomorrow night. It's going to take some time. We're going to do everything we can, but we got to work with these guys. We got to make sure we're clear and consistent. But those three guys you just mentioned are gonna miss those guys. Gonna miss those guys. Gonna be a lot of fun following their careers.
Cam Butler, how do you see him fitting into your system?
He'll be great. He'll be great too. Again, a guy like him. There's Akil. The bench is choked up. Akil's choked up. Standing ovation, and it's like, all right, Cam, go. You know what I mean? So, real tough spot for him, but it just shows his character. There wasn't a doubt in his mind. He wanted to play tonight. He's a nice dog. He's going to fit in fantastic. He's big. He can skate. Forget he's a young guy. I think he's an older guy. He's not. He's 17. But very happy with him. He's got a tremendous ceiling.
Butler's size. Tomasino. They had a little bit of size, but you look at Butler. He's pretty tall. How much does that add to your lineup going forward this season and in the future too?
That's huge. It's sometimes it's just physics. You can't move a big guy if you're a small guy. It's the way it is, right? But no, he's a big guy with skill. He's smart. We're going to throw him in the fire. We're going to put him in every situation, and we're just going to keep going. Lodnia's made a shift to center for us. That's an adjustment for him as well. But I believe in our group, and I believe in their character and their insides, and I know we're all gonna write this thing.
Yeah, how much do you think it helps Butler being on that top line, make that transition, playing with guys like Lodnia and Cass?
It should help for sure. It's always easier to kind of get your first game on the road a little bit, so to come do it, in a great crowd. It can be intimidating slightly, but no, he deserves to be there. He's got all the tools to be there. You know, he could have had 2 in the first period, you know, so it's, we just got to work on our chemistry, and again, the big thing you'll hear from me a lot is identity. Until we get an identity for this team, you know, we're going to be a mess, but, you know, I think we know how to get there. It's just going to take work.